Hello everyone, this is Abhishek. In this video, we're gonna see that how we can integrate Firebase to our Flutter application. So what brings us here is that in the upgraded version of Android, there are a bit of changes into dependencies and plugin applications. I was struggling a lot to integrate Firebase due to this newer version. So finally I found a solution which you guys can implement to get the fine result and your application won't crash. So first you have to come to your Firebase console and you have to create a project. Enter your project name. In my case it's Happy Match. Click continue. You have to select your account, create project. It will take a little bit of time, so let's wait for it. Continue. So here we can add an Android application. So click on Android, and in your package name you have to add your application ID, which is under your app directory. So here it's your application ID. Copy it from here and put it. So here you have to put your app's nickname, and here you can add your SHA1 key. It's optional, but you should add your SHA1 key. Let me show you from where you can get this key. So you have to come to your terminal. You have to go to your Android directory, and then you have to run this command gradle sign-in report. So I have already run this command. So this is our SHA1 key. Copy this and paste it over here and register application. You have to download your config file and paste it in your applications, Android, and inside the app folder. So now click next. Here you have to copy this plugin, copy this, and paste it in your settings.gradle file. In the upgraded version of Android, the plugins block is shifted to settings.gradle file. So you have to paste it over here. And now copy this plugin and go to your build.gradle file, which is under your app directory, and paste it over here. In the previous versions of Android, we had to create a dependencies block, and all the dependencies from your application would be lie inside these blocks. But in the newer versions of Android, we don't need to add that dependencies block because Firebase can implement all that required things internally. So we don't have to add these blocks. So now go to our next step, go to the console, and here we can select our authentication field and click get started. Enable Google service, provide a project name, add a support email, and we are ready for our application. And our setup has been completed. So for now, and one more thing, you had to add your minimum SDK to 23. Okay, now let's run our application. So here our application is working fine. Now we have to implement the functionality to log in our application. For that, I have created a class which would implement the functionality over here, which is our auth class. And now we create a class. So now here we have been implemented our auth class. So let's add it to our UI in signup.page.dart. Before that, we have to initialize our Firebase application. Here we have to create this as a string function. Now we have to paste, and we have to call this Firebase. So here we have initialized our Firebase. We have to call this function. before that we have to create the instance of our auth class. So we have initialized our class, and now it's working correctly. So it's now working, and let's see in our Firebase. So this is the user and it's the user ID. So that's all. Hope you guys got the details which is required for setting up the Firebase in the newer version of Android.